Baby number 1 at 146. He wants to get a picture. Okay, get it.
I get it there. That's
Zoom
good.
right in.
So what do you think, honey?
Oh, he's precious.
He's smiling.
The other blessing that this family has always had is to be so close-knit. There were 7 children in the Bob and Betty Sapella family.
Only your mom. You'll think,
Oh yeah, there you go. Biting down. Holy cow. He kind of looks like Dino when he growls and Dino's mad. You're a good sport.
There's Dad. Yep, he's got the fruit baskets for the thank you presents, and we're heading up to the hospital now.
November 1st, 1990. And that's in the morning right there. Check out time. Yeah, all 3 of them are. Holy cow.
Her pictures won't look the best on the tape.
One of them.
That's Zack.
Oh, Zack.
You mean you have a bagel?
Luke, yeah. I got a good picture. Here's Carol. That's Carol, John's friend.
got Luca, Zachary, Helena. All the guys and gals are home.
He's got Zack, first night home from the hospital. It's about 8:30 and he's eating excellent. A couple of my favorite guys in the world.
He drank that whole thing 50 already.
Did he? Oh, he's wonderful.
Presidential halls, and there's like this big competition for like sports today, so it's kind of nifty that it's like a competition thing going on. So yeah, it's kind of cool. There's like different events going on all the time.
So where we were is actually where you live.
Main cafe where everyone eats. It's called the Rat. So like you can get burgers in there and pictures of beer and like just go out, and there's the benches that swing that I showed you back there that are all over the place, and it's a little tour of that. So that was nice this year, but
I have to grow up soon. It's scary, and it's just like it's slowly happening. Yeah.
let me take a picture of you guys too, by the way. We didn't really miss it much. The engineering, we didn't really go over there.
That's okay.
But yep.
Cool.
To be a rescue squad just there at the time practicing for one of these rescues. We headed to Gunderson Hospital. They didn't think he was going to make it even to the hospital, and so we waited pretty intently. I think the other kids had arrived while we were sitting there, and one of the nurses came in and talked to us and told us that he was on his way. They had him on some kind of a lung pump. They were pumping him to keep him breathing, and that he was in very tough shape. When they finally took us up around to a room, it was the ICU unit. They said it didn't look good. Vein in his brain that wasn't going to stop bleeding. The doctor came back in and said, well, we have to operate now. And we said, well, you just said you couldn't operate because it would kill Zack. And he said, I know, but it's by that now. And if we don't operate, he isn't going to make it for sure. So we got to operate. So Nancy talked to him. And I know Nancy had asked him, are you a Christian? He said, yes, I am. Will you pray for us then? And he said, yes, he'll pray for the operation, on the operation. And then she said, let me see your hands. He showed her hands, and Nancy said, how do you feel? He says, they're steady and I got this one.
And he said, absolutely, which I thought that was pretty cool. So then me being a mom, I said, how are you feeling? Because it was 10 o'clock at night. It was late. And this surgery was going to go all throughout the night. And he says, I'm feeling good. And so I said, let me see your hands. I want to make sure you're not shaking, because he's going to do brain surgery.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious stuff. And he showed his hands and he wasn't shaking. And he said, I got this, which I thought was cool because that was Friday night. And when Pastor Jim came on Sunday, Pastor Jim said, God's got this. And I thought, that's exactly the same words that Dr. Arguali used Friday night after he said he would be a vessel to allow God to work through him. I got this. And that's the same thing Pastor Jim said.
When we walked in, he had his head beddies and his face was so swollen he was about 3 times the size of him normal, and his eyeballs seemed to be almost out of his head. And but he was alive. And that was the main thing then. So we walked back with Melina and Luke, and they looked at him. Then we walked back out to get Carrie and Marcy. Dean wasn't there, and on the way there, they were running around, and they said we couldn't go in because his blood pressure had dropped, and he was in very critical condition, as they would say.
Guys you'll ever meet. He's spunky, he's off the walls, he's one of a kind, he's amazing. Every time I think about him, whatever it is, he brings a smile, and he can make anyone smile. I don't think he's ever been mean to anyone and ever had anyone dislike him. He's just one of those guys that you have to get along with. No hating to him. Really incredible guy.
So when you heard about what happened, what were your emotions?
What do we want to say about him? Everybody who's watching this knows he's Zachary. He has the liveliness and the happiness, and he lost that for a few weeks when he fell off a cliff, and now it's back. So we're all grateful about that. As a physician, when it first happened, medically, there was no hope that he was going to survive this. And now he's back. It's truly, truly a miracle. Zack's back.
Zack
And it really,
back.
truly is a miracle. It really, truly is a miracle. A medical miracle, a spiritual miracle. It's a miracle that this kid survived. And I think his family and the people around him and the prayers and the positive energy that came his way are what caused it. Because there's no way medically to explain it, how he turned out so well.
I think another thing that you made me think of was not just this whole situation bringing just the community together, but like it shows like of Zack's personality of like me and all of our friends when we were pretty much grieving this horrible, horrific accident. He still made us laugh because we were like everything. It was like, oh my gosh, and then Zack does this, and then Zack would be doing this right now. He'd be singing in the car. We'd be jamming down. So I think it just is a testament to his personality of how great he is in so many people's lives that even in this tragedy we're still able to smile.
To say that whole what Laura McConaughey said at the prayer thing when she said that she met Zack for 5 minutes and he said to her, I think we just became best friends. Oh. And Zack makes everybody feel like that. He makes everybody, even an old mom like me, he comes into my kitchen and he's like, hi, how's it going? And he makes you feel like you're the special one. And he's actually the special one.
And terrifying to have each second be completely different, where 1 minute it would be he's alive and he's doing so much better than we expected, and then the next minute they would say come in and say your final goodbyes to him, and like you could have never imagined having to go through that with anybody you love. And so we're just happy that we don't have to ever go through that again, hopefully.
I think it was a joint deal with everybody, all the supporters of Zack and our family. All of their prayers I think really did matter, and it really helped the whole healing process and keeping Zack here with us. So.
Yeah, I think that it was really amazing to see the community and like how many people from the cities and from all over the country who would hear about Zack's story and email us or call us or, send us things in the mail just saying like, we're with you, we're praying for you. We know somebody who's had a traumatic brain injury as well. And, it's just crazy how many people go out there and reach out and really are truly good people trying to help others and trying to be supportive and show their love for people that they don't even know. So I think that it's just a really awesome thing to see how many people were so supportive of us and Zack.
Exactly.
First, I'd like to thank you all for coming and supporting me. Secondly, I'd like to thank God for being there for me and helping me through my hard times. God is a big part of my family and a big part of me, and so I'd like to thank him again. And my family for being there for me, and my church that I go to, that's Assembly of God, which I love to go to. And I love the people in it. I love the people that support us and support me. So I love those people, and I love you guys. Thanks for coming. And yeah, thanks for supporting me, and thanks for being there for me. Love you guys.
Trying to be funny like Grandpa?
Wow. Well, we all like Grandpa's jokes.
Okay, go pee.
All right, go pee.
Just can't tell what I'm on a modern.
What a deal. Okay, where's...
I have the flowers too.
Yeah, good boy. Okay, and sit here until Lucas gets back from the potty.
And I love Jesus and the lamps.
Yes, you do. And listen to that guy running in there. We got the hose in the other room going.
Goodbye.
Wait. Wait, we gotta tell about Grandpa.
Was Grandma and Grandpa one of your favorite babysitters?
No. Did they? Are they? Here, tell about the time Daddy got you guys at school and Grandpa had to come get you. Here, come here, Zach. Let's get back here.
Come on, buddy.
This is the take.
Come on.
This is the take. Sit down. Okay. Tell about the time that.
Grandpa left us at school.
No,
Grandpa left you
Dad left you at school.
Daddy left us at school and then Grandpa came and got us.
Is that right, Zach?
Grandpa saves us a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I love to see the whistle. Grandpa was the bus.
Say hi, Grandpa.
Who threw man in there? It's just we're off to see
Yeah.
the wizard.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, because.
And shortly after, Nancy had asked that doctor to pray, and I look up on the wall, and there's a picture of a doctor praying before an operation, and I thought how blessed we were to have our doctor be able to pray with us before he went into that operation, and it was all part of the miracle.
To be easy on me.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
I
kidding.
I think that priorities have definitely shifted. I've had some work sitting on my desk for almost 6 weeks now. And it's sitting, getting dust. And that's all right. Yep. Thanks, Mom. I'd first have to say, as far as Zack is concerned, Zack has always had such a pure, gentle heart. Zack wouldn't hurt a flea. And Zack's just a really likable, lovable guy. The other two aren't. No, just, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Very funny.
Cut.
Cut.